Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I'm Mayank Agarwal and in this video we are going to learn about variable length arguments. So star args and star args, KW args. Again, you would have seen that at a lot of, I would say, codes and places. Honestly, I was very I would say afraid or I didn't understood them when I started and towards a long time in my journey in Python. Though when I actually sat for one day and I understood that what they exactly are, I was able to get hold of them. So through this video, I will make sure that if you have any problem in understanding them, right, towards the end of this video, everything will be clear. Just a request, please make sure that you see the last video where I explained you types of argument because that will be a prerequisite for this video. And yeah, if that is clear, then we can get started and I will make sure that this gets completely and properly, I would say, clear in your head. This is something which you're going to see in lots of code and now you will understand the total, I would say, power and why it is actually written. So let's get started. Great everyone. So before actually beginning with the notes which I have created, let us first try to understand the problem. Now we saw the same in the last class as well, that if we are making something like this, so let's say def sum a, b, c, and if I make return a plus b plus c, okay. This basically overrides the new function. So let me just do it in Python tutor as well. Okay. And let's say if I'm making it like this. So let us visualize the overall, I would say, see, first this in Python global frame or Python basically knows that, okay, sum is a function which takes a and b. When you run this, it is not storing a and b anywhere. It just now knows that sum takes a, b and c. Okay, so this is something which we have already seen. This is again something which we have already seen. Now we saw that, okay, one way to handle this is we can make c equals 0. Okay, let's say if I want for 4 number, I can make d is equals to 0 as well. So now if I want sum of 2 numbers, it's gonna work. If I want sum of 3 numbers, it's gonna work. And if I want sum of 4 numbers, it's gonna work, right? But what if I want sum of 5 numbers? Again, it's gonna fail, right? So that's a problem. I hope you can see that that's a problem. Okay. Now, again, if you make it for 5 numbers, I can say 6 numbers. If you make it for 100, I can say 101 numbers, right? So there should be a smart and a better way to handle all these things. And that is where your variable length argument comes into picture. The overall idea or intuition is, why am I just having these arguments which are countable or which I can count? So why cannot I expect that, hey, you pass me any number of argument and I will work on that? I know loops, I know list and diff tuples and everything. So is there any way we can do that? The answer is yes, there is. Okay. And one more thing, you have been using them. You have been using them as well. So if you remember in the print function, we can provide a single word. It's going to give you the answer. We can provide hello Python. It's going to still give you the answer. If we provide hello Python taught by Mayank, still it's going to give you the answer. So you can provide any number of them, right? So yeah, you were actually using them all along, but we were not aware of them. So this is where this star arg first comes into picture. Okay, so we can provide any number of variable length positional argument. Okay, positional arguments. Okay, so the way it is written, like you can actually use any word, but the way we do it is, let's say sum, or I would say sum better. This time I'm gonna write some arguments, or I can make it some numbers as well, but I'm gonna go with args only. Okay, so it is used args only, not parameters. So the reason is that we are sending the arguments, right? So we always talk about in terms of actual thing. And now let us just print me this args. Okay, let us see what exactly it is, how we can work on it. Okay, and let me just go to the notes as well to show you. See, star arguments or star keyword arguments in Python. So they are variable length arguments. Okay, first one is just this star arguments, which we know. So they are variable length non-keyword arguments. Like we were not providing any keywords here, right? So we are not saying the first number is this, second number is this. No, we are just writing 1, 2, 3 and like this. And we see that, okay, it is treated as a tuple. But how can we see the same thing? Let's say sum underscore better 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I see that it is printing this thing as a tuple, right? It not as a list, as a tuple, because I know that these brackets are of tuple. If it is getting printed like this, then I think I know that I can use them as a loop for I in args. It's a tuple, so I can use that. Sum plus equals to I, and I can print my sum. And now you have become a very good coder in that way, because now this will work for no matter how many arguments you provide, it's going to work perfectly fine. See, you don't have to now actually keep on defining these arguments in, I would say, in a manner of different things. That is all completely fine now. Okay, so all these arguments you can provide and your code is going to work perfectly fine. Okay, great. So this actually get taken as a tuple. Now I can show you the, so if you provide shift and tab, you can see star args there as well, right? So this is the overall, I would say, definition of print function, and we can now copy this and see the same ones. See, print, what internally it has is, it has this keyword, this star args or a variable length argument, okay, position argument. Then all the other things are keyword based. So in a similar way, you can maybe also have a, let's say, name here, or you can have a function here as well, like function. You can, or I would say, operation basically is the better thing. Okay, so you can maybe take plus, negative, something like this. Okay, you are, let's say by default we are taking it add, and you can basically now change your code, and that would be a good homework for you. You can change your code to add, subtract, multiply, divide, all based on what I'm providing here. By default it's add only. It's just you have to provide an if statement, okay, and then all the things you have to do. So this is what is happening in print as well, right? So I hope it is clear now. So just in a very easy frame, in a very easy way, if you don't want to control how many, or you don't know that how many arguments you are getting in positional call of a function, make them a variable length argument and you're all set. Okay, great. So now let us learn the second one. I hope this is clear a lot. Okay, keywords argument. Again, this is a little bit tricky, but now I think it should be a lot more straightforward to you. So see, let's say def create. Okay, so let me make keywords argument this time. Okay, so this is 2 asterisk and then keyword, and let us see in the definition as well. It's a variable length keyword argument treated as a dictionary. So I think this is a lot clear to you if you have seen the last video. So again, what I can do is I will just first print out this keywords argument. And now let me see if what will happen. If I provide greet, okay, if I provide 1, 2, it's going to give me an error. It's saying that it takes 0 position argument, but 2 were given. Hey, why are you providing positional argument? I to just expect a keyword argument. Okay, that makes sense. First, okay, and second. Now let us see. Now it's giving you this as a dictionary. So I hope you're able to see that it's a dictionary when it is getting printed. And I think you now know as well that how we can handle the dictionary as well, right? So print is happening now for kv in kwargs.items. Now I can basically do anything, right? If I want to find the sum, or if let's say I have to just normally use it, let's say the first name is Mayank and the second name is Agarwal, right? I can just print hello, and I can just maybe add the value here, right? So see what happened. Built-in keyword argument object is not iterable. Okay, my bad. We have to just do this thing and now it should be fine, right? So this item is a method, right? So we cannot forget this thing. So it is saying hello Mayank, hello Agarwal, right? So just taking it one by one. So again, the understanding is very easy. In the last, I would say thing, we saw that we define our positional argument here as well, right? Like this, we are defining a positional argument and we can pass them like that. So they are purely positional argument now. Okay, so we are passing them as a purely positional argument where we need this thing. This first, it is not defined here, but it's going to get taken into your keyword argument. Okay, so whatever you are providing here in your keywords argument, let me take the pen. Whatever you are providing in your keyword argument here, that will actually finally get converted into a dictionary. Now see the dictionary class. If you don't know what a dictionary is, you should having an idea by now. It's going to be like this. First, okay, this is say Mayank, right? Similarly, second, it's going to be Agarwal. Like you see the same thing here, right? So now I can work and just get the keys. I can just get the values. I can use these keys and value to print or basically do it anyway. So something like that I can also do. Just let me. So I hope now that it's just all a way of how you are writing your function. So print, I can do k and v. Okay, and in between maybe I'm having this thing. Okay, so yeah, this will also work pretty fine. See, first this, second this, because here I'm using the key, here I'm using a value. If you just want keys, keys is there. If you just want values, values is there, and you're all good to go to use them. So yes, just that is the case, nothing else. Okay, now one more thing you will have to understand is I can make a function def11, which is having arguments first and then keyword arguments. Okay, my bad. Let us just print args and kw args, and it's gonna be a completely fine function. Just one thing again, 1 2 3. Okay, a is equals to 5, b is equals to 6, c. So first three are going as a tuple in this, and the second your keyword argument start, that is good. It's going to go into a keyword arguments, this kw args. If you provide, let's say 666 here, it's going to be an error, because here again, position argument cannot follow keyword argument. Something which we saw in the last class, again, very important to understand. These are actually the things which you should remember, because else you're going to make these error while making your function. So see, these all go as a tuple into args. This go as a dictionary to kw args. Okay, nothing else. Now you can use them as you want. So using, if you want to use them in args, good to go. kw args, good to go. I've already also showed you. And one more thing, you have to understand that you cannot have, so see, they are keyword argument, right? So yes, let's say new. You cannot do it like this. Argument cannot follow variable keyword arguments. Okay, so this keyword argument always should be in the end. Again, one more thing, you cannot have multiple of these things. Like, it doesn't make sense, right? Argument cannot follow variable keyword argument, so it cannot be the case. Similarly, you cannot have this as well. It's just that if you are handling something, altogether, it is actually good. And how are you gonna also divide the same thing, right? How are you also gonna make sure that, okay, let's say if I have 1 2 3 4 5 6, something like this, okay, and I like something like this as well. See, now how are you gonna be, I would say, define that it should 1 2 go into args, or 1 2 3 4 go into args, or 1 2 3 4 5 go into args? That's a problem, right? So this star args and star kw args, okay, keyword arguments, they can just be used once. Okay, always remember that. Don't mess it up, because there is an ambiguity, and ambiguity is not very nicely handled in Python. So please make sure that you understand this thing. If you make it like this, that's a problem. Should 1 2 3 go into arg1? Should they be equally divided? Should they be divided by like this? Like this? How should they be divided? It's an ambiguity, you cannot clear it. So yeah, please don't use it. Similarly, just one and just once, and that is fine. Now you didn't provide any keyword argument, it's going to be empty. That is all fine. Okay, so again, I think that will also be fine then. So that is also fine. Just make sure that the rules you follow. So is this going to be empty this time? And yeah, okay, great. So I hope I have made it clear, everyone. The notes are also there. Arguments, variable and non-keyword arguments treated as a tuple, variable and keyword argument treated as a dictionary. It makes sense why they are treated as a dictionary, because we will be needing the keys as well. Okay, so correct order in function definition. So whenever you're defining a function, correct order is this: first position argument, a, b, c, anything which you want to use, then star argument, okay, then keyword only parameters. So if let's say you have the Python has separator, right? Separator, end, and like this, and then last star kw args. They cannot be default, these can be default. Okay, and again, the same thing, non-default cannot follow default. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think that was all, everyone. Again, same notebook is also there, which will be explaining you stuff on that. I hope this overall was a lot useful. Okay. Now if this is a dictionary, always remember that we can then also do something like this. So if you remember, we have a key thing now to check kwargs.get. We can do something like this to get, or to check if the value is present or not, and write our code or logic in a similar way. Okay, so that is used actually a lot whenever you are making an API or something, which you are going to cover later in this course. But yeah, overall, these all things should be a lot, I would say, required, and you should understand them once and for all very nicely. So I hope I have done that. If you have any doubts, please ask in the comment. I will be more than happy to clear them. Again, so yeah, if everything is clear, everyone, please make sure that you like this video. These are not very easy topic to explain, but I am making sure that I'm able to explain you this in a intuitive as well as, I would say, a very easy manner. So yeah, if you like this video, please make sure that you share this with your friend. Hit that like button. Also subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon. That would be a lot motivating. And yeah, we are going to complete our Hello Python series and learn more difficult concepts in such an easy way in this Hello Python series, so that you have a good career going forward. And yeah, in the world of AI and everything, Python of course is very much useful. So yeah, let's keep on learning. And any doubt, please reach me out in the comments, and I will be more than happy to help. Thank you.